wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm gonna tell myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear to change, but I noticed the end.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, this Let's Talk About It gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Now, for starters, if you guys are here, what's up, besties? How you doing? How you feeling? Mental health check. How's life? If you do not have me subscribed, you don't know who I am your best friend. I'm the girl that you can talk to, you can vibe with, and you can honestly always keep it real with. So in the comments below, I want to know what are some topics that y'all want to talk about. I want to get you guys more involved in this year with a lot of my topics. Men and women below, let me know what you want to hear. But this video right here, and also too, before we even do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Because if you my bestie, and you got a bestie that honestly could benefit from this video, legit, like, send her the video. Send her one of my videos. I guarantee you know somebody that could benefit off of one of my videos. Anyways, let's jump into it. Now, this video right here is all about, could the opposite sex be best friends? Can a man and a woman be best friends? Now, if you know my story behind my name, how my name was created was off of this theory. And I'm going to tell y'all about it because I know y'all nosy. So I'm going to tell y'all. So, as some of you guys know, literally I gathered the name Can I Be Your Best Friend because literally I told myself one thing about my last relationship is that we were together, but we weren't really best friends. I tell people all the time, just because you're with somebody doesn't mean that you know everything about them. Doesn't mean that you know them. Does not mean that y'all are best friends. To me, just for me, I think the best relationship is someone that you're best friends with first. Someone that you're friends with. You ain't got to be maybe besties, but at least that you're friends with, right? So, like I said, story time. Like I said, my last real relationship, we were together. He wanted to be with me. I wasn't really ready to be in a relationship, but I was in the relationship because I was like, why not, right? People kept telling me, you might as well be in a relationship, you might as well be in a relationship, so I just did it. Did I think he was fine? Yes. Did he charm me off my feet? Absolutely. Off my feet. But were we best friends? No. Were we friends? No. No, we jumped straight into like intimacy, dysfunction. You know? And I'm gonna be honest with you, after I got out that tough relationship, I told myself that I never wanted to be in a relationship like that ever again. I never wanted to be in a relationship where literally there was no substance behind it. That I wanted to be in a relationship literally that where I can laugh with the person. I could be organically myself. You ever was with somebody that literally you feel like you couldn't be yourself, but around your best friends, like you literally, like even like your friends, like you can literally be what you are and who you are. If you're a man and you got homeboys, you can literally be what you want or whatever. If you're a woman and you got homegirls, literally you can be whatever you want. No judgment behind it. Literally, I want to tell you why? Because you're comfortable around them. Comfortability in a relationship is super important, just like comfortability in a friendship. And isn't it crazy that we're more comfortable with the people that we're friends with than the people that we're dating? When in friendships, we normally don't hold back. Like literally, like my house ain't gotta be 100% clean for my homegirl to come over. But if I wanted to invite a dude that I like over, literally, I would want the house to be 100%. And so the question is, why do you think that we are a lot more comfortable with someone that we're friends with versus someone that we are trying to get to know or that we're lovers with. I don't know. It's crazy. Comment below if you want to answer this question. Comment below. Now back to my story. Like I said, we were together literally for 2.5 years, and literally when I tell you, if you ask me right now what was his favorite color, I don't know. Not saying I did not know like the deep intellectual things about him, the things that made him sad and things of that sort, because I did. We were very in tune with each other. But would I consider him to be my friend, my best friend, someone I can call to, run to if things were wrong? No. And you may say, well, best friend, how do you know this? Because literally there would be things that I would be going through, and honestly, I wouldn't go to him first. I feel like a best friend or a friend is someone that when you're in trouble, when your back is up against the wall, when you're going through things, these are the people legit that you're going to call first. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, literally, these are people that you should call first. In my case, he was not the person I wanted to call. He was getting on my nerves so much that I was calling everybody else because he never thought he did nothing wrong. The crazy part about it is literally all my life, if I'm like most ladies out there, I get along better with men than I do females. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I feel like I can honestly let my guards down. I can be authentically me. No judgment. Not, oh, she thinks she better than me. Like, literally, I don't have to compete, right? And so when I am looking for a mate or whatever, I told myself the next person that I get involved with, I want them to be my best friend. Now, back to the topic at hand. Can a woman and a man be best friends? Yeah, they could. Now, this is another thing. Could a man and a woman be best friends without any intimacy behind it? Yes. Can a man and a woman be best friends without any romantic flares? Yeah. Now, maybe one side thought about it. Maybe they both thought about it, but like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you and your best friend are just really great friends. You love them. You think they're beautiful, but they're just not created or made for you. And that's fine too. If y'all know, one of my really, really good dear friends, he's one of my best friends. And literally, he's someone I can call. He got my back. He tell me like it is. He ain't gonna sugarcoat anything for me. Literally, like, I know I get on his nerves. But even with me getting on his nerves, he still is there for me. And people always say, have you and your best friend ever, messed around? Have you and your best friend ever did anything? I'm like, no, no, we have not. We have been around each other, many times. Nothing have ever happened. I don't think nothing ever will happen. Like I said, he is somebody that, like, I feel like, you ever heard of like a soulmate? I feel like he's like my soulmate with no romantic gestures behind. I feel like he knows me so well, but not on like a romantic state. Like, everything I want romantic, he's not that. But everything that I want in a great friend, in a great person, someone legit that's reliable, someone that's going to be there for me and allow me to be there for him, that is him. But romantic, that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that we have that. And we never explored it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, one thing about my friendship with my best friend, literally, that's one relationship I do not ever want to ruin. It's a friendship that it means a lot to me. It literally means a lot to me. So that's that. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that you could date somebody who has a best friend that is the opposite sex?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's weird.
Okay, now I ain't gonna lie, I may sound a little biased right now because I got some rules. If I dated a guy who had a female best friends, I got some rules.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Now this is the most common question that I get asked very often. Best friend, does the rules apply to you? Yes, it applies to me. Literally, like I said, me and my best friend have never explored any romance, you know, where it's not like that between him and I, like literally. And I would be 100% okay with introducing my best friend with someone that I'm serious with, because my best friend made it very clear. Don't be bringing little stragglers with your little booty calls. You can try to, you know, meet me, because, you know, like when you love your friend or whatever, like you don't want, you know what I'm saying? If your friend, if I got a homegirl, her man doing her wrong, I'm gonna be mad. So my best friend, if he got a girlfriend and she doing her wrong, I'm gonna be mad too. They both, you know what I'm saying? The only difference is one is a girl, one is a dude. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I want them just because, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I want her. You feel me? So, like I said, it would definitely have to be like where I would ask like, hey, could me and her sit down and have lunch? If she was okay with getting to know me, that would make me feel less up here. But if she was very reluctant and kind of guarded and like gave me stank face, I would think that either she like him, she's still friends with his last ex, or maybe she know something about me that I just don't know. Maybe she could look at me and be like, best friend, she trash. Your best friends be knowing. I know I be knowing. It's like we got this little intuition on top of our head, and literally, sometimes your best friend be right and sometimes they be wrong. But I think it would be smart for him to listen. And the crazy part about it all, it's more common for men and women to be friends and have long-lasting friendships than a woman and a woman or a man and man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And do y'all want to hear a fun fact? Now, ladies, y'all gonna be like, really? Really, best friend? Do you know that men, if you ask any man, like literally, like, what is your longest friendship? A lot of them been friends with their friends since elementary school. I feel like men don't really trip off of things like we do. We get butthurt over everything, and they can stuff go right over their head. Like it be like, it is what it is. You my buddy, you my partner. I'm not gonna let something like that get away with us. I think us ladies, we let everything kind of get to us. And once again, that is the benefit of me having a male best friend. The things that I trip on, the things he don't trip on. I can be mad about him, you know what I'm saying? Him to say maybe not calling me back. And I can tell him I'm gonna call him back and he don't care. You know? So it's certain things that men will get upset about that women want, and women will get upset about that men want. And I think, like I said, I think the woman and the man dynamic of being friends is everything. But let's kind of peek back into me wanting to marry my best friend. Now, a lot of people say, well, best friend, you have a best friend that's a man. Why you ain't never considered it? Like I said before, it's not romantic. He's someone that's valuable in my life that I don't want to ever lose. But the romance, and you may say, best friend, what is one of your rules? Well, the first rule. I got one question, just like y'all got. I know we thinking alike, because we besties. Have y'all slept together? Because I feel like if I'm dating a guy and he has a female best friend and they slept around or they messed around or they expressed each other that they like each other, it ain't gonna work. I can't do it. Because I feel like it's gonna be in the back of my mind. The second thing is, how well do she know her boundaries? Boundaries are such as, I know he your bestie, but you ain't calling him at 11, 12, 3 o'clock in the morning to go pick you up from the club or do something. Just is boundaries. As long as she knows her boundaries, yeah. The third thing I have, if I was dating a guy, and he had a best friend of the opposite sex, I'm asking straight up. Do your mama like her? Did she met your mama? They got a great relationship? Because you know how mamas are. Mamas legit will look at a person's best friend and literally be like, why you and Justin ain't been together? I always picture you and Maria to marry. You feel me? I don't want mama legit to be having some hopes and dreams about you and your bestie, you know what I'm saying, being married and stuff, and then not come out and break up a happy home. So those are some things that would be going in my mind. And last but not least, like, do your bestie call you at all odds of times? Do she just randomly ask for money? Do she pay it back? Like, I don't want to be in y'all friendship business, but if this is somebody I'm super serious about, I do have questions, and hopefully he got answers. When it comes to romance, I feel like our views on romance and stuff like that are just different. And also, too, like I said, I value our friendship so much that I would never allow anything like that to get in the way. So, he gonna be my best man. Yep, he gonna be my best man. My whole best man. He just don't know it yet. And I hope to be at his wedding one day. And I hope that literally, if he meets somebody, that they'll be open to being my friend. Yeah. Because it's this stereotype that men and women can't be friends. Like, men and women cannot be friends. And I believe they can. I believe that that the friendship could work a lot longer than most friendships. Also, too, when it comes to this thing called relationships, I want to make sure that I don't care if it's a male or a woman. I just want to make sure that I am in a friendship with somebody who cares about me and values my friendship, value me as a person, and knows what type of person I am and respect that as I will do for them. And like I said, not everybody understand that. Like, not everybody understand that. But personality means everything. So 5 things I look for in a friend that I'm trying to make my husband one day. You know what I'm saying? 5 things. The first thing my bestie / husband gotta have is personality. If he doesn't have no personality, it ain't gonna work. Because once again, my best friend gotta make me laugh. My husband gotta make me laugh. Hello? The second thing that my husband / bestie have to have is patience. I think patience is very important. When I feel like my best friend's gonna have to be patient with me, and I want my lover to equally be patient with me. The third thing that I feel like your best friend / lover should have is respect. Respect your boundaries, respect your space, just respect you as a whole. And when I feel like your friend gonna respect you because we're friends. Sometimes your lover will do disrespectful things because literally it doesn't go past y'all being lovers. You sprinkle a little friendship on it, and you get to thinking about it a little bit better. The fourth thing that I feel like your friendship / lover should have and should be is your soulmate. Someone who, when you come in the room, you already know what they're thinking. You get these butterfly butterflies in your stomach. You can finish your sentence, And the last thing that I think that your boo-boo kitty / bestie should have more than anything is your best interest at heart. Someone legit that is going to honestly think about you in all situations. And this is the bonus, the little cherry on the top. Your bestie / lover gotta love you. They gotta love you. They gotta value you. They gotta honestly... You ever looked at somebody and it made you smile from the inside out? That's what I want. Best friend. Smile from the inside out, baby. Smile from the inside out. Yeah. Let the whole world that you love me. And so, like I said, for me, I want to date my best friend. I want to marry my best friend. I want the person that I commit to, that I'm standing at the altar and I'm saying I do to. I want him to be connected to me in so many ways. I remember one time I asked my stepfather, legit, what makes his and my mom's relationship so dope? He said, because she's my best friend. When my wife stresses me out, I have my best friend to fall back on. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think there's a lot of relationships. You ever see relationships that they're together for years? It's not meaning that literally they are perfect or nothing goes wrong with their relationship. It just means that because there's a friend foundation in their relationship, they can still sit down. They can still be civilized. They're not in a business of trying to compete or embarrass one another. They're in it together, and the friendship seed that is sold into their union is everything. So you're less likely. Do you realize that people are less likely to give up on their friend, but more likely to give up on their lover? Can I get an amen? Do you realize that people give their friends more leeway than you will your lover? Can I get a yeah? So imagine your lover and your best friend being the same person. You'll be more likely to want to stick in it a little bit more, be a little bit more patient with that person, because losing your lover is losing your best friend. Isn't that deep? And I ain't gonna lie, me and my best friend, we argue all the time. But I don't want to lose my best friend. Like literally, I don't want to lose my best friend. He gets me, he knows me. And we're like we're like two peas in a pod. We both like country music. We both got an attitude on us, but we can tame each other. We balance each other out. Everything is great. Like I said, this video was all about, could you marry your best friend? And could a man and a woman be friends without no intimacy behind it? Now, a lot of y'all watch this video and still do not agree with me. And that's fine, bestie, because my opinion is mine and yours is yours. But I feel like it's doable. And I feel like having a friendship, and even a friendship with your children as they get older, is so important. It's the foundation that's going to make your children, well after they leave the household, to still come and tell you things that are bothering them and on their mind. Because guess what? Your mom, your dad, but you're also, they're your friend. So that way they're not telling everybody else their business, because they can rely on you to love them, hold them down, and be there for them. And so when it comes to this topic, I want you to ask yourself, are you in it to marry your best friend? What happens if your best friend and your lover didn't like each other? Would you dump your best friend? Would you dump your lover? Something to think about, huh? I've always thought about that. Always thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. I remember my best friend saying, you're gonna wind up falling head over heels for someone and literally forget all about me. And I ain't gonna lie, that's not true. I feel like if I'm involved with a guy and he cannot accept my friend for what it is, especially knowing that that's not what type of party we're on, then he don't deserve me. Does that mean that we're starting off with no trust? Friendships are complicated. Relationships are complicated. You put them both together, it could be a beautiful thing, or it can be equally as complicated. My opinion, like, you know, remember Love and Basketball? Remember they were best friends in the beginning? Then they got them getting together, and it was like, it sucked. But then their foundation was so strong that it wound up getting them back together. But then also too, remember in what was that movie where Harper and Robin, y'all know what movie I'm talking about. They were best friends and they entertained the thought, but they never did it. And remember at the end of Best Man, remember at the end of Best Man Holiday, remember he went to her to try to pursue something and she said no because I don't want to read a rebound and I love what we have and I cherish what we have. You know what I'm saying? But that's a beautiful thing. But they always are so connected. I think that's a very beautiful thing. But that doesn't mean that they belong to be together. So what I'm here to tell you is that just because you have a best friend that is a guy or a girl, you don't have to entertain it. Sometimes you guys are just connected by the soul. And sometimes it does mean to entertain it, right? But that's completely on you. Just, if it doesn't work out, don't come back and say, best friend, why did you give me this advice? Because sometimes telling your best friend how you feel sometimes can mess up the relationship. Woo! Now, like I said, this was a good video. I've been wanting to do this video for a minute because this is a question. Once people hear me talk so highly of my best friend, they be like, when they find out my best friend is a guy, they be like, you got stuff together? You like him? Why ain't never been together? Mind your business. Like, why you always think that people legit gotta... I love my best friend. Shout out to my best friend for always being there for me, always supporting me through thick, thin, up, down, all that great stuff. Shout out to your best friend. Shout out to our friendship. Shout out to you loving me, believing in me. Like I said, this topic is a wild one. It can go either way, really. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys got stories of y'all dating, crossing that line with your best friend and it not working. And there's a lot of you guys can say you crossed the line with your best friend and it worked out. Some of them are your baby mamas. Some of them your wives. Some of them are your third baby daddies. But that's your business. That's your business. Now we are at the end of the video, y'all. Hopefully y'all like this week Let's Talk About It video, you guys. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell all your best friends that best friend said. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And do not forget that every single one of us have a seed inside of us. The people that we surround ourselves, they can do two things. They can pull the seed up and damage you, or they can water you and grow with you. What type of people do you want in your life? The people that damage you, or the people who's gonna pretty much breathe into you?